everyone, today I'll be reviewing this highly anticipated documentary just dropped on Netflix called Black Barbie, and it is from this like quite famous show creator. I definitely like some of her show. Shonda Rhimes is from her. When I saw this was coming on Netflix, I was definitely excited. Watching this documentary, the first thing it will come to anybody's mind is this. Obviously, Netflix, they saw the Barbie movie was huge hit last year. That movie had very interesting Barbie doll, by the way, Issa Rae. She was so good in that movie. I really loved her. She was the president. Obviously Netflix saw that. A lot of people liked Issa Rae in that movie, and Netflix is like, whoa, why don't we make this documentary and we get Shonda Rhimes, who is one of their top probably executive producer and show creator. So this is from her. So end of the day, I guess this show does have a lot of weight, and this is quite highly rated on Rotten Tomatoes score. And after watching this documentary, I have to ask, like, Netflix, really, man, they trying to cash on a race-based show. When you watch this show, watch this documentary, you are like, do I need this documentary? End of it. That's what I was thinking. Like, is it like that? Means I do understand why it was made. Overall, this documentary is actually quite interesting. It tells you history behind Barbie and how this plus first, I guess, that the Black Barbie was made, and some of these people, they comes on the show and they tells you about all this doll they have been collecting, how they felt growing up. None of this doll, it looks like them and everything. And after watching this documentary, when I was little, I never looked at any doll and think about, this doll did not reflects me. I didn't had my skin color or anything. I remember growing up, I was playing with this doll. It was like a blonde doll. I had a blue eye, but I was really attached to this doll. But I never looked at it and think, why this doll doesn't look like me? Like, who thinks that? Even one of this person on this documentary, she comes on and she says, it's not that important, this doll, like the doll's color or something like that. I was like, right there, like, why you are making this Netflix? Obviously Netflix like making this kind of race-based stuff. I bet a lot of people will really enjoy this, but end of the day, you have to ask yourself, are you buying this doll because it looks like you, or you like, why people buy dolls? I don't know. But all these people, they comes on this documentary and they do talk about like how long they've been collecting, how did they made first Black Barbie, which was quite interesting learning about it, I suppose. I guess end of the day, it's always about, how much money they will make when they make this doll. Like recently there was a huge brand, LOL, they have this all color doll. They were really huge market. It all depends on how much they're making money, I guess, end of it. Or however, I really like listening to Shonda Rhimes. As I was saying, I really like her shows. Some of her shows are really so good. Of course, her huge show is right now Bridgerton. Yeah, listening to all these people, their history with dolls, sometimes it gets beyond ridiculous when you hear them. You're like, are you listening to yourself? Why everything has to be your skin color? Then again, that's how everyone sees this stuff. So who am I to say anything? But overall, this documentary very well put together. A lot of people will really like. I personally, I was like, I found it at a time, really, man, because I see a lot of stuff like this on Netflix. So it is not I guess to me, it didn't bother me watching, but a lot of people will be watching and they're like, because I don't think a lot of people thinks about looking at the doll and I think about, then again, all these people, they collect doll like this. So, you have to understand their point of view. That means I really like listening to that lady who was the person who was born during like 1958 or something. Listening to her comments, I really found her very interesting. How did she grow up? How she was collecting doll and everything. Some of these people comes on the show, they're very interesting the way they talks about it. Some of these people are just dumb and like, what the heck are you saying? Who cares? Move on. That is what you're gonna think. But some of them are very, like, you feel like they're genuine. I like listening to those people, and some of them are like People cannot make every kind of doll. There's just doll and move on. Who cares? And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment. What do you think about this documentary? However, though, overall, this documentary is actually very well made. Let me know what do you think about this. If you enjoyed this review, don't share other reviews on other show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.